Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'd like to talk to you about Call of Duty Black Ops 4. So the three main things I want to talk to you guys about is the current state of zombies. And as you may or may not know, I am a very heavy Call of Duty Zombies player. I love me some Treyarch zombies. So I want to talk about the current state of zombies, the speculated release date of Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and what I want to see in Black Ops 4. So let's get started. Number 1, the current state of zombies. Now, it's sad to say this, but it is dead right now. It is so far under. And probably the lowest point was when World War II came out, because World War II zombies, let's just be honest, it's not all that great. As much as I tried to like it, I refunded the game. I could not get into it. It was just like so repetitive. And all the stuff just didn't make sense. It's like, why is this here? It feels like you guys just kind of scrapped some campaign material, threw it into a zombies mode and said, here you go guys, give us $100 and you can play this all you want. So, with that being said, it's pretty dead right now. And I mean, after Zombies Chronicles released in last October or September, I can't remember honestly, it pretty much died. And I really wish it didn't. Chronicles was so hyped, it just couldn't last us the whole rest of the time, and it's going to be difficult getting through the rest of the year leading up to the release of Black Ops 4. With that being said, let's move into the next one, the speculated release date. So, if you recall, Black Ops 3 was released on Friday, November 6, 2015. Now, keeping that in mind, let's just say that they're going to keep with the Friday theme. We're speculating Friday, November 9th, 2018, obviously, because that's this year. So, I'm speculating that because, I mean, it just kind of matches the way that Treyarch would do this. I was thinking initially maybe they'd do it like on a Tuesday, like a DLC drop. That's probably not going to be the case, and this time I'll actually get to play it on launch day because I know that you guys don't know this, but on November 6, 2015, the freaking internet line got cut and I couldn't play it for like another week after it released. It was terrible. But back on topic, that means if it's launching on November 9th, 2018, we have 308 days. Sounds like a long time, but it's gonna fly by, and we're gonna get all these teasers and trailers for zombies and stuff. It's gonna be great, and I really genuinely hope that we don't get any teasers this time. I know, or not teasers, but like people that go in and kind of mine maybe like a beta version of the game, like the beta multiplayer for Black Ops 3. People went in there and mined stuff about zombies. It's like, come on guys. I mean, it's cool to know that, but it's like, why? Why do you have to do this? We want to know when it comes out, not before. So I'm hoping that that doesn't happen again, and we just have 308 days left before we can get this, guys, and I am so hyped about this. I'm going to be doing all kinds of different things, like Easter egg hunts, challenges, that kind of thing. So the last thing I want to talk to you guys is what I want to see in the next game. So I want to talk about characters first, like our crew of characters that we play when we jump into, let's say, a game of the Giant or something. We jump in as Richtof and Takeo, Nikolai, and Dempsey. Those are all great, but we're bored of them. They were really, really cool in Origins, and then we got them in Black Ops 3, and we were like, these guys look sharp as hell. The detail that they put into those characters, they look so nice, and the detail that it was actually with the character and what they talked about, it was really cool to see that. But as the DLC season progressed, we just continuously got the same crew over and over again. And that got super boring. We wanted to see new crew, just like a Mob of the Dead or the Transit crew. Now, I want to see the Transit crew next game. I want to see the Mob of the Dead crew. I want to see a mixed, maybe even, just a mix of like, maybe even all the crews. Like we throw a Saudaluca, the Boxer from Shadows, Takeo 1.0, and Dempsey 2.0, whatever. Something just completely out of the blue, crazy, and there's actually meaning behind it. That would be crazy. But we'd probably have to throw Richtof in there just because he's Richtof. I mean, come on, he's privileged. Alright, moving on to the next one. I don't want to see any more boss fights. I mean, come on, man. There's so many boss fights in Black Ops 3. I mean, at least reduce them to maybe like one at the very end of the DLC season. I mean, come on, so many boss fights. I couldn't stand it. The freaking Horizon Drac one took us like all the way up till the end of Horizon Track, where Zetsubo no Shima was getting released. We didn't beat it until freaking Zetsubo no Shima was almost released. That's insane, and it was all because of glitchiness on the Death Ray and the freaking boss fight where we just get owned by everything. So, with that being said, that leads me to my next point. More difficult to solve Easter eggs. And now, it kind of sounds stupid saying, I want easier Easter eggs, meaning no boss fights, but I want harder Easter eggs. So let me explain myself here. So I don't want any more boss fights. I don't like them. I don't think anybody likes boss fights. By more difficult, I mean Easter eggs that are going to take us a whole week to solve, like Shadows of Evil was. Shadows of Evil took us a long ass time to solve, but once we solved it, it was just like, wow, this map is complete. But before we solve it, it's just like, there's something missing here. Something's just not quite right. But once we solve it, it's just awesome. You have the instant gratification. It's just so nice to have it. Zetsubo no Shima was solved in 22 to 23 hours. Holy crap. You've got to be kidding me, man. I don't know if they just wanted to get that map out of the way, just like, we know this map sucks, so do your Easter egg and get off, never come back. I mean, that's pretty much what everybody did anyway, so I want to move on to my next point now. So I want to see sub-maps again, such as like Town, Bus Depot, or Nuketown. Just those maps that are like so much fun to just run into, have a quick game. There's no Easter eggs, except for maybe some little tiny things like on Nuketown where you just hear the Moon Easter egg going on all at the same time. That's fine. That's cool. I like that. Having a just small map where there's nothing huge going on is fun to have. Just a basic survival map. Like, everybody loves Town and Nuketown. You wanna know why? Because they're simple. If you came into Black Ops 3 and you played Shadows of Evil, I feel sorry for you, man, because that map is so difficult to try and learn on. I don't know how they thought that that was such a great idea to be the first map, and I understand that, yes, the Giant is in the game, but that is a deluxe edition only thing. And that was crap, man. I mean, really, I think the Giant should have been a map from the start. It should be in there. And the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is some game modes, potentially. Maybe a new game mode. I don't know what they would call it. I want to see something like Grief. Screw Turn. Turn sucks. Everybody hates Turn. But I loved Grief. Grief mode was so much fun to just jump in there with like 3 or 4 friends to just go in and just completely own the other team, because you guys are coordinated, the other team isn't, and you just keep going back and forth, going down. It's just so much fun because you're fighting up against another team that's just could be better or worse than you, and it's just so much fun to finally see some kind of competition other than solving Easter eggs in time. I thought that was a really cool idea, but I don't know why they didn't bring it back. I mean, I understand that maybe they don't want it to be the same as the other game and they want you to still go back and play it to have those fun times. But I personally want to see that brought back. But that is it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't like, don't subscribe. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace out.